Hey, what's going on to all of my Capricorns? So let's get into it. We have the Three of Wands, the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Temperance, the Five of Swords. We have the Sun, the Tower, the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Wands. All right. The Star, and last but not least, the Four of Wands. Um so for Capricorns, um okay, that's interesting. So I'm seeing how a lot of you Capricorns right now are Three of Wands, King of Swords, um, Ace of Swords. A lot of you Capricorns right now are looking for a you're looking for an advantage. You're trying to figure out how the dating market is still. A lot of you Capricorns are thinking about like what can you do to leverage it in your favor. And the thing is that some of you Capricorns are like, what works? Well, I will say that, if you're looking for something uh, fast and in a hurry, money does work. I'm not even going to lie. Money works. If a person perceives you as having it, then yeah, pretty much it'll work because, times is difficult for a lot of different people. So a lot of people would be looking for that. But if you Capricorns are looking for the real deal, then don't lead with your wallet at all. Okay. That's actually a terrible idea. See, the problem is what a lot of you Capricorns are not understanding is that you need to keep upgrading yourself while realizing that the better off you are, you'll come to find out that there's nothing that you can really do to attract a person because ultimately you have a bunch of dysfunctional the majority of people that's out here that claims that they're dating are dysfunctional. How many people are off-putting and disrespectful? How many people want one night stands and dip out, leave? How many people are liars? How many people can't grown-ups can't admit that they're wrong? They're dysfunctional. So the better off you are as an individual, right? Internally as well as externally. Your character is on point. You're dealing with your own personal character flaws, your traumas. You're also getting money. You're also learning how to, keep cool under pressure. Your mouthpiece is good to where you know how to verbally communicate. Got to understand, you're going to start to see a lot of people out here like this. The Temperance, the Five of Swords. They're going to try to reject you, or they're going to reject you a lot because there is not a lot of very good, viable, functional people out here. And I can prove this. There's not. How do I know this? I know that there's not a lot of very viable, functional people. Why am I saying this? Because the Temperance represents the angel that these people try to make themselves out to be, but in actuality, they're basically curbing you, right? Or curving you, meaning that they basically are like, nah, I'm not really messing with you, nah, I don't want to talk to you, nah, I don't want to talk to you. Now, you Capricorns maybe ask yourselves, well, why are they doing this? The reason why they're doing this, my dear Capricorns, is because they're not functional. Trust me, the more well-rounded, functional you become, is the more the vast majority of the people that look good on the outside are not really functional people internally. They're not. Trust me. And the thing is that you have the Sun card. And the Sun is about how you need to realize, or you should realize, that there are a lot of messed up individuals that say that they want a relationship. This is what the Sun is. for this reading. They say that they want a relationship, but what they're really looking for is, just like with the whole Aquarius thing, they're looking for help. And what I mean when I say they're looking for help is that they are looking for someone to pay the bills. They're looking for a trophy. They're looking for someone that is beautiful or aesthetically pleasing to the eyes to show off to their friends, or you know what I'm saying, or to pay a bill or something like this. Or they're not really looking for substance. And as a result, you could really start to see the shallowness of it all, the lack of personal responsibility that they have, the lack of depth that they have from just getting curved. Because again, this is where your internal value has to remain steadfast and immovable, Capricorn, right? This is where you have to stand on your mountain, because you have to understand that what this means is that this is the times of the world that we're living in, to where you could be functional and you could be on point, right, but then you have a tower moment, and the tower moment is, it's not you could be as functional as you possibly can be. Most people are not looking for that, but that's a sign of the times that we in. Because some of you Capricorns may be like, what do you mean? Yeah, believe it or not. And then you have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is again, if you're looking for the real thing, you gotta, if you're gonna be on the dating market, you gotta do serious searching for that, because most people are not mentally upstairs. There's not a lot, you know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of people who can really understand. You gotta understand, I'm no disrespect, but most people are of average understanding, average intelligence, average knowledge. They're average. You know, their IQ is probably 100. You know what I'm saying? No offense, you know. And I'm not trying to sit up here and make it seem as if I'm the brightest bulb on a tree or any of that stuff. But I'm saying you can tell, because all you need to do is pretty much look around and and talk to some people, and you'll be able to realize this person is lying to me when they don't have to be. This person, you know what I'm saying, is kind of, lacking in this area, but they choose to ignore it. All of that, choosing to ignore when you're lacking in an area, is a sign of itself of weakness, because you just approaching people and stepping to people in certain situations and completely ignoring that forever, and you're not making any changes. You're not, you know. So the thing is that the star and the Four of Wands represents this being a situation for you where this is something for you where um so a lot of you Capricorns are just looking like you want to be able to meet the right person for you. But I will say this though, to be fair, sometimes the right person for you Capricorns may not necessarily be who you originally thought. And what that means is that keep your eyes open, all right? Because sometimes truthfully, the right person could approach you, or you know what I mean, or you could approach them, or you could approach someone who isn't necessarily right for you, and they may not understand that you may be the right person. You may not understand that people who you engage with may be the right person. So you have to understand that, right? I was about to say something, but I'm gonna go ahead and not say it. Right. Well, let's clarify the star card. Let's clarify the star card. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, My email address is Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com, as well as my website is in the description box below. The link to my website, as well as my book on Amazon, are in the description box, as well as the comment section in the pinned post below. All right. So to clarify the star card, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Wands, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here for a whole lot of you Capricorns, right, to clarify the star, is a lot of you Capricorns have a lot that you're coming to the table with, or something that you're coming to the table with. You're not coming into a relationship with nothing, and you're trying to have some real communication. But it seems like a lot of people are just not listening to you because they're so busy with all the other things that they've got there. Yeah, it's okay, Capricorn. And the reason why I say that it's okay in that sense is because the vast majority, I don't know if you realize this, Capricorn, but I'm just hit you off with a fun fact. The vast majority of the world is actually single people now. Like, couples is not really a thing anymore, because you got a lot of people out here in the so-called dating market who are looking for this, they're essentially confused. They're looking for this ambiguous individual or whatnot. And it's like, and like the very same idea that they have for this ambiguous figure that they want is in I ain't gonna say the majority, but is in some of the people who they do end up coming across in how many years of life that they live. So they've met that person a couple of times, but they can't deal with the packaging, which goes right back into the shallow talking point that I was making. But let's clarify the Tower, because I'm really glad for the Capricorns, because a lot of you Capricorns, y'all starting to wake up yourselves. And don't worry, that video is coming back about why it is that I say that Capricorns are to me, why it is that I think Capricorns are the best. Don't worry about that. That video is coming back all in due time. I got a lot of videos coming out, so you gotta you gotta bear with me here. I got a lot of videos I'm showing up with. So to clarify the Tower, you have the Two of Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and then you have the Nine of Cups. So what I'm seeing here for this is that the Two of Cups is about how a lot of you Capricorns, you want this relationship and you offer a lot. But Ace of Pentacles, right? You offer a lot, but a lot of people are not taking it, and they're not taking it because of hubris, because of arrogance. I'll tell you one thing, Capricorn, arrogance has a lot of people making a lot of very unwise decisions. I'll say that. Very unwise decisions, because when you really pay attention to them, the decisions that they make, you could tell it's not a very high order level of a thought process. Because if it was, you would be the simple choice. You would be the most obvious choice. To them, it would be like, there's an opportunity right here to be in a relationship with the person who essentially is well-rounded. I'm gonna take this opportunity, and I'm gonna take this opportunity seriously. Unfortunately, they're not thinking like that, because they think that there's better off than you, when maybe, but not by much, if there is. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe.